Jan! Ha!
I'm going to take my seat. As you see, your boy is graduated. What you graduate from? I graduated from an anime casual to a vet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to toss my tassel around, man. Look. Ooh-wee. The saga of Tanya the Evil. Wow. Look, I have a bunch of friends that, oh, you haven't watched this anime. Oh, you haven't watched that anime. But none of my friends, I don't see nobody on Google, has the anime resume that I have. I'm watching all the ones that aren't mainstream, that aren't popping over here in the United States, okay? I'm watching the ones I want to watch. Now, this is one of those. I never heard anybody talk about this, and this show was absolutely fire. Let me tell you what it's about. It's about this 12-year-old girl who is in the German, okay, so technically it's not the German army, but if you know history, it's the German army, man. She's in the German army. She's 12 years old, and she's a major, okay? When you know rankings, I think a major's above a lieutenant. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no army brat. I'm just me. I'm a pretty guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting no war anytime soon. She has a high ranking, okay? Now, she is a mage. Okay, let's think about the battlefield. So you have the frontline soldiers, boom, boom, on each side, right? They going crazy in the trenches. They battling in the trenches. Then you have the mages that are in the sky. Air support, boop, 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 you know what I'm saying? From the sky, boop, 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 battling in the trenches. Air support, boop, 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 boop. Then you have the bombers and everybody bombing stuff, okay? That's the layout, right? So, she's a mage. Now, she is not just any mage. She has a divine power from God. Oh, that's what's up. Like, I'm glad that she's a Jesus lover, right? It's not. She's not. Now, this is where the spoilers come in. Spoiler season. Tanya is not your average 12-year-old. What do you mean? Okay, well, before I get to that, mind you, this is the 1915, 1920s, you know what I'm saying? 1925s. This is back then, bro. This is way back. This is like World War I kind of stuff, right? She's not the regular 12-year-old. Tanya is reincarnated from a guy in the future. So in the future, there was this Japanese corp guy, right? And his job basically was just to tell you you're fired, right? He was a typical corp guy. He had no morals. He didn't have no belief in religion. He's one of those. He's like, look, I'm here to do my job. I'm here to climb the ladder. I'm going to do what I got to do. But watch my shoes. Hey, do what you do, but watch my shoes. Anyway, look, man. He's just like, look, I gotta just do what I gotta do. So he fires old buddy. He fires one of the guys. He ain't think nothing of it. He said, look, you're underperforming. You're fired. Straight up, right? And so he about to go home. So he going home right now. We'll fast forward like a few hours, right? Old buddy upset because old buddy was trying to tell him like, I have a family to feed, yada yada yada. Give me a second chance. And Japanese dude's like, nah, you're fired. You know what I'm saying? I got direct orders. It's nothing personal, buddy. You're fired, right? So he like on the subway train, right? Here comes the subway train. You know what I'm saying? And then old buddy, you know, all stressed out and stuff, couldn't handle it. He pushes dude into the tracks. So my dude's like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then the time stops. The time stops. And here comes this divine voice. It's basically talking to him and saying like, oh, I know you don't believe in God, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, but like, here I am. I'm God. I save your life, right? But and then the old buddy wasn't having it. The Japanese dude who was falling, he wasn't having it. He was just like, nah, I don't care. I don't have no faith. Okay, just let me die. You know what I'm saying? He on that kind of tip. And then the God was like, oh, I'm going to put you through something rigorous to make you have faith. Right? So it's basically like someone putting you through a challenge. So like, the challenge is so great that you're just like, I just don't think this is possible. I have to believe in the spirit. Right? So that's basically what this divine spirit is trying to accomplish with this guy. He says, bet. I mean, he don't really say bet, but he just starts screaming and shit because he thinks about dying from his train, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Magic stuff happens. I'm pretty sure he did die. He did, right? But he reincarnates into the past, right? And so here was Tanya's parents in the past died somehow. They went to like the military or something. And then she was in an orphanage. And so they discovered she had mage powers because all the kids at the orphanage go through this little magic test. It straps onto your head. Like, you know what I'm saying? My graduation cap. And it showed that you have powers. And it was like, her powers were like off the charts. So she got sent to the military. And she excelled in the camp. So really, the she is really a he. But he reincarnated into a girl's body at 12 years old. It's not really that tough, though, because, like, it's a show. It's an anime. So, like, no one was really trying to hoe her. You know what I'm saying? They weren't even trying to, like, talk bad to her or nothing like that. But, so she's 12 years old. And so what the divine spirit did was he said, in order to use your mage powers to full effect, you have to call unto the Lord. So basically, you got to be like, oh, our Father, we believe in you. Please bless our sinners. You know what I'm saying? You got to say something like religious crap like that. It varies. Right? And then, like, she gets OD magic powers. So that's basically what happens in, like, the first 1 through, like, 5 episodes. Just her figuring that out. Her figuring out what's going on. Like, oh, I'm reincarnated to this body. Might as well make the best of it. But throughout the whole season, Tanya is still resentment for the Lord. She is not rocking. She is not rocking with being, she calls him being X. The divine spirit, she calls him being X. She's not rocking him. She's cursing at him every time she gets, you know what I'm saying? She's showing that she don't need him. Even though she does still call on her little mage jewel, she'll say like the little, oh, our Father gave me strength. You know what I'm saying? Just to get through what she has to get through. But she don't believe it. And she really wants to kill dude, right? Or woman. We don't know what being X is. You know what I'm saying? She's just a being X. But that's basically how it's going. And she's going up her ranks. You know what I'm saying? You just seen experience. You really just seen the experience of someone on the front lines, someone in the headquarters. Look, war is cruel. War is no joke. I don't know how them jokers did it back in the day. No siree Bob. You know what I'm saying? But so the middle episodes and like the ending was just her getting her own little battalion. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she got her own squad, bro. Squad! You know what I'm saying? She got her own squad, and they're all mages, and she's basically the leader. She's Major Tanya, boy, 12 years old. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So she basically put them through rigorous training. They cold. She got her squad nice. And so you have the Empire, who is she's under, which is basically Germany. And then you have the Republic. Right, and I don't know. I don't remember my history class that well. I don't know who the Republic would be, but really it was so. First off, it was just the Empire versus the Republic, right? And so that's what season 1 was. I think it's only one season. I finished it. They said season 2 might be coming. Who knows, man? I ain't Japan, but season 1 was just about that, about them defeating the Republic. I mean, she's the coldest 12-year-old you gonna ever see, right? She cold. She just absolutely cold. She got the strategies. She got the willpower. She got the aim. She got the ability, right? She gonna meet a little characters and her little squad and stuff. No really backstory on them. None needed, to be honest. And they just help her along the way. And that's basically what it's about, right? But I don't talk. You know what I'm saying? I watched the movie too. There's the Tanya whatever crap movie as well, and I watched that too. Before I get into that though, So basically she beats the Republic, right? So it was a person of the Republic, this general, or whatever he was. He had a little specific region or whatever that he was holding. Tanya came through. You know, Tanya just does what she's told, bro. She's just a beast. So she came through, snipped out the little background investigation or whatever. She came through, she went crazy. She ended up killing dude. Not only did she kill dude, she took dude's gun, and his gun was specially designed by his daughter. And they showed out his little scene, you know what I'm saying? They showed him like giving it to her. He told them to go away so they'd be safe and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he shipped them to the US. Whatever. So it has like a little engraved, you know what I'm saying? It's encarved. It's encarved, like his initials and stuff in the gun. Tanya killed dude, right? And she was like, oh, that's a nice little gun. So throughout these episodes, or I should say throughout the season, Being X is going to continue to try to make Tanya life a living hell until she gives into the divine spirit. So she kills dude, or so she thought, right? We're going to call him General C. General A. I think his name's over to A. She killed General A, right? He falls in the water. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Turns out he's not dead. And this dude is on a mission to straight up just kill Tanya because he got this divine, you know what I'm saying, juices in his body. So now he's like he's like her. You know what I'm saying? He's like a little monster like her. So fast forward, they might get to the battle. This is towards the end of the season 1. Tanya go against dude, right? So Tanya basically killed this guy the second time. He self-destructed or whatever, but she survived that. Like, she's like, get off me. You know what I'm saying? And he even saw that she had his gun. He was tight. So he self-destructed. He killed himself, right? So they dead. They beat the Republic. They celebrating. That's season 1. It was lit. You have to watch that. Season 1 was absolutely fire. Okay, I mean, like, the scenes were crazy. So the movie comes around, and so basically what the movie is now the Republic is defeated, but let me go back a little bit. So the last episode, season 1, was about how the Republic was mainly defeated, and now all these big shots and the Empire Army was like, oh, we won, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, right? They thought they won and stuff, but Tanya was like, bro, we gotta like crush these folks, right? So they have, they got word that like, yo, maybe she figured out that maybe they might be getting some troops by the sea, right? So the Empire's right here, the Free Republic, they probably got some troops over here. You probably can't even see because my hand's out the frame, but they over there, bro, to the right. So Tanya was like trying to plead to them, please, let's just go there, wipe them out. And they were like, no, little girl, stop. You done enough. You done what you had to do. We won, right? So obviously, the Free Republic, it went from the Republic because they defeated to the Free Republic. Now, obviously, if you know your history, this is where everybody started bounding together. I think it was like after the Holocaust or something. Everybody started bounding together to defeat Germany. And this is basically what happened. So you get the Federation coming through. I think they're Russia. You know what I'm saying? The Federation in this little anime is Russia. Now they gotta fight Russia. Because the Allies came in and teamed with the Free Republic. So Free Republic got Russia on their side. The USA sent a little group with them. You know what I'm saying? A little group of 30 mages went to the USA. Not went to the USA. They came from the USA and went over to Europe to help the Free Republic and Russia. That's when the movie starts happening. Who's a part of the Free Republic now in the USA group? It's the General A daughter. And you already know she tight. She knows that her dad died in war. She's tight. She volunteered. She's low-key cheeks. But she has a bunch of hidden potential inside her. So, and a bunch of hidden potential and rage. So not only is she tight, but she has potential to act on her tightness. Tough. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, man. First, I'll take this off because it's hot. Hoodie in the cap, man. Look, y'all know I graduated. So, She's in it now. They're just showing her coming. Tanya's still doing her thing, taking out folks on different missions and whatnot. Then they go to the Federation, right? So they actually go to the headquarters in the Federation. Tanya overleads this beautiful assault. I mean, they went absolutely berserk on this capital. They tore the capital up. No games. Tore the capital up, planted their flag, singing their song. You know what I'm saying? Whoop that, bitches. You know what I'm saying? They sing their song. They're going crazy. So, her name is Mary, is the General's A daughter. Her name is Mary, right? So, Mary was like, oh my God, is that the Empire attacking us? You know what I'm saying? It's all rumbles. So she just goes off the rocker. She's like, I gotta stop this. You know what I'm saying? So she hops on the thing, and then, you know, they got like little flying motorcycles or something, bro. They go crazy. And she over here flying in the air. She's trying to find basically the Empire mages to attack. Just Tanya's group. So eventually her and Tanya link up. They throwing the ones. They throwing the fair ones. Not really got guns. You know what I'm saying? They do going crazy, shooting at each other. Tanya put a maneuver on Mary. Basically shot Mary down. But as Mary was falling, she looked at Tanya and noticed Tanya was using her dad's gun that she gave her. Tanya using the dad's gun that Mary gave the dad. Which means Tanya killed the dad, which we knew. But that's when Mary noticed, wow, you killed my father. You little 12-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying? She was a young girl herself. So she's basically like Mary. She's like probably 14 or something like that. And so she was sick. She was sick. Like, you killed my dad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's, like, exploded. She just exploded with all this magic. You know what I'm saying? It was going crazy. She, like, fell down. Boom. I just noticed I said, you know what I'm saying, like 50 times. What is wrong with me? It's kind of late that I'm recording this. My brain is probably, like, on overdrive. Anyways, so she, like, boom. She lay on the ground. She all bloody, battered. Everyone's like, Mary, are you okay? Mary, are you okay? Mary. And then Mary was like, please, God, give me strength so I can defeat that devil. Which Tanya is the devil. She is the devil. Tanya is the devil. Now, so she heals up or whatever. I'm just going to fast forward. So Tanya has like one of her last missions, not really her last mission, but it is of the movie, of capturing this potential headquarters, right? She does it. She captures it. You know, here comes the Federation. They got men on men on men. You know, men on men on men. I'm talking about 30,000 heads, bomber jets, and helping majors from the USA. Fuck! Tough! So, obviously, Tanya group is stretched thin. You know, I keep trying to say it. What's wrong with me? And then Tanya group is stretched thin. And it's looking very bleak right now. It's looking very bleak. It is not going well. Yeah, they're holding their own, but everybody's tired. They've been fighting for like 36 hours, which is 3 days. Okay? They've been fighting for like 3 days. And it's tough. They're running out of magic. They're just running out of life. You feel me? Like, they're just running out of life. So, they think it's like the end is near. But they're still fighting back. They're still doing well. Tanya splits out her group really well. And they all handle a particular piece. So, like, Group A of her group, she splits. Group A will handle the bombers in the sky. Group B will handle the other mages. Group C is going to handle some field support. And then she basically had a one-on-one battle with Mary. Because Mary was livid. Okay, Mary is over here shooting beans from the gun. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy. So Tanya just deflected that. She's deflecting that. She's deflecting that. And eventually her and Mary come face to face. Like, I'm talking about face to face. And then they get like together and go into the building. The building crashes or whatever. And then Tanya's like, oh God, shit. I finally escaped her. And Tanya looked at herself like in the puddle, her face in the puddle. She's like, I have to kill her. So she goes up. She finds Mary. She's like, God, give me strength. Whoosh. Boom! boom. I'm talking about dropped a nuke on Mary, right? We thought Mary was finished. Everything's like just erupted. It's in the grubble. Tanya go see if she's dead or not. This is a 12-year-old girl, y'all. Demon. She goes see if Mary's dead. Mary came out that rubble like a demon, man. I'm talking about ripped clothes and everything. Fuck! Ripped clothes and everything. Tanya was like, oh my God, like, how did you survive that? Here comes Mary, swinging her gun. She breaks through Tanya's little mage seal, broke her arm, off gate. Oh. Broke her arm. Bruh, I kid you not. This scene was so brutally satisfying. Like, I was like, my mouth was open the whole time. I was just like, yo, she dragged Tanya after she broke her arm and stuff. I mean, I thought it was over with. Broke her arm, dragged Tanya. She got on top, full mounted her on some UFC. Got in the full mount. Boom, boom, boom. This is a 12-year-old girl. She over here cracking this 12-year-old girl in her face. I'm talking about boom, boom, boom. I mean, she crushing Tanya. I mean, she probably broke both her cheeks. Tanya's out. Like, she's out. So then Mary gets up. She drags her body a little bit more. She looks at like a little angel statue like, yeah, I did it, God. I carried it out. Before you knew it, bullet to the back. This girl Tanya got up. How she get up, I don't know. I'm talking about these were crushing blows on the bottom. I don't know how she got up. Crushing blows on the bottom. She shot her like in the back. She shot her right here, broke her little mage piece. And then as she was about to shoot her in the head, one of her homies saved her. One of Mary's homies saved her. Because she was about to kill her, bro. She was about to kill her. And so, so the Federation, the Russians, they ended up retreating. So that was love. That was great. So basically, Tanya and them won that battle. And so the Tanya goes back to HQ. She's like, look, I need to be put in the rear. I can't fight in the front lines no more. Because in her head, she was thinking, all God's going to keep doing, BNX is going to keep doing this, is putting me in war after war after war after war after war after war after war. And we're going to lose. And so that's what she was explaining the strategy to the other commanders. And they requested, they accepted her request and put her in the rear. But it was only for 2 months, and they threw her back in the front lines. And that's where it stopped. It didn't show anything after that. It just showed her screaming in the office because she knew she was going back to war. And she knew eventually they were going to lose the war, man. Tough. They lose the war. They have no manpower. So it was very tough. And that's basically it. That was a movie that I just summarized up the action. Chef kiss to that. I've got to rank this, man. I'm ranking this anime a smooth 9 out of 10. This was fire. It wasn't perverted. Okay, it had its little moments, but it wasn't a lot of moments. It was no perverts. It was no boobies. You know what I'm saying? It was just straight heat. It was just straight heat, straight action, great character development. Because not really developing her character, but she was just a great character. Tanya was a beast as the main character. And I loved it. 9 out of 10. And it looked really good. Really good looking anime. Tough. 9 out of 10. Highly recommend watching the Saga of Tanya the Evil. You dig?